tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
hey, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar.
like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you, let's just mouth for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch, all in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
hey, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Falling in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. Started this off at the beginning of 2023, and we're here. So no secret of what's going on around the town. Pretty much ever since Kendrick dropped his diss to Drake, pretty much Drake has been on the clock and the countdown, and I feel like this is the unofficial release of the Drake songs of the diss response anyway. And I heard y'all were telling me about it on Saturday when it leaked, right? When we went live on Sold Out. And salute to Dunks, by the way. Normally this will be the time that I introduce Dunks. Probably working overtime. I know he's very busy through the week. But salute to Dunks as always. But he had heard, everybody had heard it but me, because I had seen stuff floating around, but I didn't see it from the official Drake page or the OVO page. My bad, y'all, but the Drake page or the OVO page. So I'm like, bro, is this the real thing? Because it didn't sound, to be honest, right? I'm gonna just say this. Obviously, I listen to a lot of music, and I can tell when something's not been mastered properly, even though I don't know how to do it, but I can tell when it's finally mastered that sound different. And while probably people aren't listening for that, I am. Like, yes, Drake bars were dope. Yes, we're going to break down pretty much every bar for bar and who he went at, because it's literally Drake against everybody else. I'm curious what the real reasoning of why this is all happening and why they're all coming at Drake. All the big dogs, so to speak, are coming at Drake, and it's kind of like he's being like, they're teaming up against this guy. And look how many people it takes for them to come at Drake. So I say all that to say, like, even if Drake didn't deliver his best body of work, or if there's room for improvement, if it takes this many people to come at you all at once, they know that. And this says a lot about Drake, and I don't want to like deride here, pause, but clearly, if it takes all this many people to come at one person, that means no one person on that other side feel like they can do it themselves. Kendrick, sure, maybe. Future, no. Kendrick, no. But see, the thing is, they need to, because Kendrick may have the bars, but he don't have the. I'll say this is what Drake songs do when he makes disses, and I hate to bring Meek Mill into this, but we got to use it as a great example here. This is what Drake, when he makes a diss song and it's mastered properly, he's gonna most likely win a Grammy for it. I'm not saying this one, but that's what he's making. He's not just making disses. He's making he's making hits. That's a different ball game. Drake, I feel like all the bars that I've seen broken down, because I know I'm not the first person to do this. I've seen people doing this throughout since pretty much Saturday. People didn't let it breathe. They were on it. I still was trying to see if this was like an official diss. Like, you can tell a lot of people I heard also saying this is possibly like AI technology. I don't think this is AI, but I don't know, right? But let me touch the chat real quick. I'm going to go over tonight's topic. Should be a quick one, man. No longer than an hour and 30 minutes. Y'all know that's the best I try to do. But every rapper feuding with Drake right now, the diss track push-up breakdown. That's what I do. I want to break down bar for bar who he went at. What y'all think? Is it a tie? I mean, think about it. Kendrick came swinging first. So now we got Drake. Is it a tie right now, or is Drake up? I've been seeing a lot of people more saying with the thumbs up for the Drake seat. And then Rick Ross, just came out of nowhere. And then Rick Ross saying he's doing it for French Montana. I'm going to say this, because this is before I even get into it. This is my thoughts that just kind of like been brewing around in my head. I respect Ross for always standing up for their people that he rock with, because he did it for Wayne. And ironically, Birdman had some words for, Drake, saying he's going to ride with him all the way, as he should, because while Drake may be on the main label now because he's the head honcho, Cash Money Young Money brought him on first. They're going to get a percentage similar to in my opinion, and alleged, by the way. I don't know if any of this is true because I don't work for the music industry, but I would assume if Drake eating, Birdman eating, because Birdman has always said they forever be in business. So that means he pushed him over that same way. Like, a lot of people know that Travis Scott is technically came from under Grand Hustle first, which is T.I. label. But, he's on the main label now. But I'm pretty sure they worked out a deal where, like, all right, cool, you don't do what you can do. That's what Boosie was trying to do for Young Blue, which we're going to touch on that stuff. I got so many tabs up. We're going to break it down tonight, slowly but surely, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. But let me touch the chat real quick. See who all we got in the building. Appreciate everybody be coming through and showing love, and definitely being active in the chat really helps. And, of course, hitting that like button and subbing up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Also, I have that sold-out Discord pinned at the top of the chat. It's free to sign up. We talk a little bit of everything on there, from music to pretty much sneakers. A lot of sneakers. Got the Food Network. You get to see, we're adding more sections slowly but surely. So we're slowly building over there, and I appreciate that as my channel grows along with it. But let me see what we got in the building. Robert Williams says, salute Polo. It's drip or skip. For me, dripper. Drip. Let's see. Robert says, Drake smoking-ish right now. Ross respond was mid. They gassed it. They gassing. And he says that Drake on Za, Ross on Iffy. He says Ross saw an opportunity to insert himself for record sales. He fell off. Yeah, I think Ross really doesn't have a dog in this fight, but he just intervened just because he could, just for the attention. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a feeling, I wouldn't be surprised, a few months from now, him and Drake are going to come out with a song. You go, hey, man, every now and then, blah, blah, blah. Some little sad story where pretty much it is what it is. But I also think he needs to stop playing because I saw him laughing at Birdman and stuff. He needs to stop playing because I know he has stuck up for Wayne, and I think the only reason he got it. I mean, let's just put it this way: there's been some people that have attempted at Rick Ross as well, and I'm gonna say this again: Rick Ross. I'm not saying you're not about that life, dog, but if you don't, I don't think Stunner and Birdman is who I'm talking about. That's the guy you don't really want to upset, man. I mean, I just think that some of that, just think he really about it. That's the best way I can put it. The Slayer says, yo, my sneaker peeps 100. What up, Slayer? Robert says, Drake versus America, Kendrick, West Coast, Future, down south, Kanye, Midwest, ASAP Rocky, East Coast. The Slayer says, I feel like all this is to keep Drake relevant regardless of disses. And Dunks, when I talk to him too, and you can find this conversation actually in the Sold Out Discord. Hate to keep plugging it. But I finally weighed in on Sunday. When I woke up in the morning, that was like my first thing to do. Like, I didn't even get out of bed, pause. I was literally on the phone, like going through, see what's up. And I listened to it. Now I was like, okay, cool. This is what they talking about. Because I was too tired after the live, man. Pretty going to be probably tired after this one. These joints do take a lot and drain out of you sometimes. But I say all that to say, like, I was like, this is it. It don't sound right. And then see, everybody feel like they was waiting on my, like, initial thoughts on it. Not that I'm, like, the end-all, be-all, but it's like, you know, they basically want to see if I could catch what they were catching. So, yeah, Dunk was saying, you know, it didn't seem finished, and it seems like this all, and what I was trying to say that, and I can't speak for Dunks, but if I remember it somewhat correctly in the Discord, he said that he feel like this is a push for everybody pretty much is dropping the album. We need as many sales as we can. You guys make some songs about each other and make you think it's a problem. And then once the numbers get back right, you guys, you know, whether it take months or like a year or two, we'll do a whole, get DJ Khaled to produce a whole massive song with all you guys on it. You know? And everybody's, wow, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that, and then Dunks to say all that, that's kind of like my extra thoughts on it as well. But I'm like, it possibly could be. So, who knows, man? But I'm going to share my screen here in just about like 5 seconds, and we're going to touch on it, break it down bar for bar. Do I think Rick Ross is reaching? Yes, most definitely. But I can see what you're saying, Slayer. So, as y'all come in and out, man, y'all definitely smash that like button and the sub up if you haven't done so already. So, let's go ahead and get to the first part of the live. I want to pretty much break down all the people that Drake took shots at, are the people that's feuding with him. And then we're going to break down the shots on the second half of it. So let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Make sure Dunks hasn't coming in. Cool. Boom. And we should be sharing screen right about now. Cool. So this is it right here. Every rapper potentially feuding with Drake right now. I feel like this is important before we break down Drake's response. Now, I also want to say this. Remember when back in the day, like you had 72 hours, like when him and Meek went at it, like you got 72 hours. When Cardi and Nicki was going at it, you got 72 hours, or whenever. No, they always been going at it. Who was it? Remy Ma dropped that super fire diss track at Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj took like a month or so and got Drake and Lil Wayne on the track, and yeah, it was gonna be that's what they do. I feel like over at Cash Money and Young Money, Wayne take little shots here and there throughout, like Pusha T. That's always been like a feud, but I feel like it's friendly competition. You know, I don't feel like they have any more official, like real, like nobody wants to like disappear type of beef, if you catch my drift. But with all that being said, though, to get back on it, this whole 72-hour rule thing, when Meek was doing that and Drake hit that back-to-back on him, different ball game. Nicki Minaj, we were saying the 72 hours once Remy Ma dropped the Sheeter is what I believe it was called. You can't even find the song now, low-key, because it's obviously a sample off of Nas's song, one of my favorite rappers of all time. And I feel like, yeah, he admitted he don't own his masters, but let's go through here, see what it is. We'll see what people should be doing. My thing is this. He's got to go at the top dog of the diss list, which would probably be Kendrick. Future them may be taking shots, but that's like too easy. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear Drake dissing Future the entire time, because Future is not, he may hit you with, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's got it in him. Metro, make some beats. Drake said that best. If this is true, if this is a true additional response, that little shot that he took at Metro was enough. You know, like literally, I was seeing people going through the comments like, "Poor Metro." It's like, no, he wanted to be on the team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody against Drake, you got to take it for what it comes with. Let's see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Robert says, "Sounds like Ross want to disappear." Speaking on Birdman Mama. Oh, I ain't see that. Oh yeah, he better. He playing. Cause you know he don't. Birdman, for the songs that I've heard him, he always say rest in peace to Miss Gladys. Every single time. And there's one other person he shouts out to. I can't think of the name, but it's like rest in peace Miss Gladys. I know he say Miss Gladys. Let's see. But every rapper potentially feuding with Drake right now. Drake has had smoke for several rappers in the past, and now it seems like even more are ready to go to war with him. Now, J. Cole, I think we touched on that too, where he apologized whenever he dropped this joint. Nah, dog. Keep that same energy. That's why the internet going hard on him. Pause. Because I'm like, bro, you going to go at somebody, go at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, if I'm going to call out somebody in my niche, stand on it. But if you wrong, you... And this is my thing, what people are saying, like, it's different if Cole would have dropped that first towards, pretty much, if he'd have dropped that first towards, like, Kendrick. But, no, Kendrick went at him first. He has a right to defend himself. And that's just what we were trying to say, you know? Point blank, period. But Drake has never been afraid to take subliminal shots at other rappers on songs or in Instagram captions since the release of Metro Boomin and Future's We Don't Trust You. It appears that feeling is mutual, which they did do another album last... Like, I don't know, man. These double album joints, bro, like... But then again, their songs really don't be that long nowadays, so I can see what they're thinking. But it says, in the days that have followed, Future and Metro dropping their chart-topping album, which included a possible sub from Future on the track and a fiery diss verse from Kendrick on Like That, it become clear that they might not be on the rapper's potential feuding with the boy. Says, in addition to Future, Kendrick, and Metro, longtime collaborator Rick Ross and now possibly Nav are also on a list of other rappers that Drake is potentially on bad terms with, not to mention Ye and Pusha T, who still cash subs in his music to this day. I think Pusha's probably done it the worst to Drake's diss-wise. That's what I mean, pause. Because he exposed something I don't think Drake was... Drake, I'm not saying Drake was hiding his situation, but I think he wanted to deliver it more so on his term, you know? Like, some people don't want to put their... That's personal, man. And, but at the same time, the saying is simple. All in love is fair with love and war, right? All is fair when it comes to love and war, you know? Drake went low, Pusha went where I gotta win, you know? And Drake's still gonna be the more... quote-unquote popular artist, but Pusha T still gonna be known as like, I still got it though, you know? The Sneaker Dummy says, Drake is Thanos, J. Cole is the Winter Soldier, and hip-hop is the Avengers. Let's see, Robert Williams says, then hopped on the Future album. I like that didn't pay him 1,000 word. J. Cole dropping the worst verse of the year on the red leather. I think J. Cole just jumped out there because he felt he needed to respond in a timely manner, but he didn't really put too much thought into it. I feel like this. It was still Drake's beef. Drake's got to respond. And J. Cole should have hit us with, like, when he does a feature, take a little slick shot like Kendrick did, keep it moving. People catch it, but it doesn't go super crazy. Because J. Cole's been in his feature bag, like, in the last few years. To be honest, I don't want to hear a full J. Cole album. I just want to hear him featuring right now. Same with Wayne. We was having this talk in the barbershop as well. But let me hit the rest of this article real quick. It says, Drake hasn't directly responded to any of the We Don't Trust You shots through music yet. We're going to touch on that because he actually has. But he has made several cryptic Instagram posts that captions that imply he wants all the smoke, giving the laundry list of artists that Drake might be ready to be war with. ready to be at war with. Here are a few rappers that he is potentially feuding with right now. And see, this is what I wanted to go down before I actually touched on the Drake bar for bar situation. Future, right? Likelihood of a beef, right? Okay. I hope this isn't over a female that I've been hearing that going around, but I'm going to say no, but I don't know. It says, people began to speculate that Drake and Future were beefing after We Don't Trust You dropped, and the title track appeared to have shots for the Toronto rapper. Specifically on the second verse, Future raps about having problems with a fake friend who's been pillow talking. Future has not said anything outside of the music that confirms this, but a closer look at the history of issues between the two might suggest that the theories could be true. The fact that Future even allowed Kendrick Lamar to diss him on his own album speaks volumes. Given the charmless relationship between Drake and Metro, it seems like Future is staying loyal to his go-to producer. I mean, yeah, Future and pretty much Metro Boomin don't miss, bro. A Metro Boomin produced for a lot of people, but he still don't miss. Kendrick Lamar, next person that obviously is feel like there may be some beef between there. And let me touch the chat real quick. Robert Williams says, "How you big stepping with a size 7 man's on?" That's one of the Drake bars. We're gonna touch on it. Top of the hour, we should be through with this, and we'll break down the rest of it. And we don't really gotta. I just want to break down the bar for bar. Everybody's been doing it, but I still feel like there's some stuff that we may slightly miss. I seen some floating around where it's like he took shots at pretty much like even people we didn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? My thing with dissing and being a lyricist and having to make a hit at the same time. Again, I'm not the top dog in music, but it's simple, right? You want to hear bars. You gotta to get the best diss song and make a hit at the same time. It's gotta be your lyrics, great wordplay and lyricism mixed together, which usually people only have. You see the guy that has the lyrics, right? Cool, he got the lyrics, but he ain't got the production. He don't got the fire wordplay, but what he's saying is dope. That's something like a Nas, and he got that now because he got the Hit Boy joint. But I'm thinking like that's where we put Nas in. Lyrically, I don't think nobody can touch him. And then you got the people that can do great wordplay, like we can say Big Sean. He's great on wordplay. And if we're going to take it back, Fabulous. Great on wordplay, but I wouldn't put them in a lyric category, but their wordplay is awesome. Wordplay and lyricism, I mean, lyrics is that it's in depth. You think about it, he's going on a tangent of like spitting history and bars and making it flow and sound good. Wordplay is that like literally what it is, like a play on words. Say like, she caught me with the play, now we play some, something like that. I'm not a rapper, but you know what I'm saying? It's something like that, like you can make the word kind of, it means this, but you're implying it to this, so you can see why they're saying this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of go hand in hand, but wordplay artists usually are just heavily on wordplay, and that's so good where you're like, damn, they got bars too. Wordplay got bars, and then when you got lyricism, they got bars. But then you got to put a hit on top of it. It's hard to do all that, and that's what Drake does. But I say all that to say I feel like Drake may have got a little too in depth where, bro, you got to keep it simplicity too. And I know this is like, man, this almost sounds impossible to do, but it can be done. But let me read through this part real quick. It says, Kendrick Lamar has been the most direct about wanting smoke with Drake since Pusha T in 2018, sending direct shots at the rapper on his verse Like That. And I'm going to say this about the Like That song. And I heard it, and I heard everybody going crazy over it. I know it did the numbers. I personally wasn't impressed with Like That. All it made me want to do was listen to 3 6 Mafia, And I like that Drake also the sample he used as well, like another old school beat. We're going to break it down. Let's see. Drake and Dot's continuous history dates back over a decade now, reaching its first boiling point in 2013 after Kendrick dropped his verse on Big Sean's Control. How ironic, right? I ain't read through the article, but you can't mention, you got to give Big Sean's name should be mentioned, not in the beef, but just in hip hop in general, a lot more. And it says, Drake seemingly responded shortly after that on The Language when he rapped, I don't know what they've been beefing. He says, I don't know why they've been beefing, but your ish is not that inspiring. Kendrick followed up with the same year sending a shot at Drake during the TDE's 2013's BET Cypher when he said, "Ain't nothing been the same since they dropped Control, tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes." Okay, so this has been fueling a lot longer than what I realized. Like, this stuff, I didn't think that in depth into. Like, I love that Drake joint on Nothing. That's honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. Off Mode, but on Mode. One of my favorite albums by Drake is that Nothing Was the Same joint. I feel like that hit on another. I feel like that one is, out of all the Drake joints, his first album says "You Can Thank Me Now" or whatever it's called. I like that one. You can press play all the way through. But I love the Not the Same joint because I can put that on and just press play. I don't even have to really pick a song. I can just start from the beginning and go. Robert says, listen to the original Like That, E40, Look at Me. Yeah, I listened to that joint. And then I listened to the 3-6 Mafia. I like the 3-6 Mafia joint. So, okay, it goes back all the way to E40. I did not know that. I thought it was off of just 3-6 Mafia in them. Let's see. It says, while things remain readily calm between for a few years, Dot made it clear that the smoke was still there on Like That by refuting the idea of their beef or being a big three of himself, Drake, and J. Cole, and sending other shots about Drake discography and affinity for Michael Jackson. This is my thing. My only issue with K-Dot, and I'm talking Kendrick Lamar, the reason why a lot of us don't really remember the beef between these guys or these little shots is because, like, think about it. Drake drops every year, album, song, collab, Drake's gonna get a banger every year no matter what. And even on his worst day, Drake's still gonna go platinum with his stuff. But K-Dot, aka Kendrick Lamar, like, he's dropping like the back in the day rappers, which is fine and it works for him and we're patient, but in this type of style, you gotta, like, I hope Kendrick, and rumors is I have seen it floating around, he does have some in the bag. So we're not gonna count Sunday. Technically he should have been working on it already, but by Wednesday, I'll say this, by the latest Kendrick got till Thursday. He's technically, I'll say this, he's got till Friday midnight. When the clock strikes midnight starting Friday, we should see something in the air from Kendrick, or else, you're taking too long to respond. That's the problem with today's hip hop. It ain't like back in the day where you could wait a few months or 6 months and really just go off. Let's see. Robert says, that's why Kendrick name dropped E40. Okay, E40. Okay, got you. Got you. I didn't even know that. I didn't even catch that. I thought it was 3-6 Mafia joint, so they sampled it too. So E40, low-key, E40 probably getting a nice bag, man, especially if he produced the joint too and he owns like the masters of that joint, because that ain't the first time that joint's been sampled, as you can see. The Stinker Dummy says, that's what make that Kendrick verse better, because it was a diss plus a shout out to E40, E40, and the Hot Boys. The beat was tribute. Hook was fire. Okay. Yeah. I like the beat, but it, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, it made me want to put on a 3-6 Mafia joint. And like I said, they sampled it from E40. I'm gonna have to listen to his, and I'm pretty sure I probably already heard it. And the Hot Boys did it too. So I mean, yeah, obviously, let's just say this. We can agree on this, and I'm not saying you guys are wrong, because I'm pretty sure you're right. That beat has been sampled a lot, and obviously that was it just kind of like, it's like one of those, it's a timeless beat, sampled and then tweaked a little bit. And I'm pretty sure it don't seem like they did much to it, Let me read through the rest of this article real quick. It says Metro Boomin was going on record saying that he does not have issues with Drake, but the recent developments on We Don't Trust You would suggest otherwise. It's unclear what Drake and Metro's issues first began, possibly when Metro passed on letting Drake get a verse on Heroes and Villains. However, back in December, the Atlanta producer tweeted and deleted criticism about the award shows, pointing to Drake and 21 Savage, her loss specifically, as not deserving more accolades than Heroes and Villains. So I guess this is kind of like a competition thing, so I can see that. So pretty much this is Metro Boomin. Sorry, why they think Metro Boomin is on this. But at the same time, Metro Boomin, like, you, no disrespect, like, you don't like rap though. You like, you know what I'm saying? He makes some very dope beats, but I mean, bro, like, I don't know, man. That's why that was an easy diss for Drake. Let's see. The Sneaker Dummy says E40 featuring the Hot Boys is called "Look at Me Like That." Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. And then that 3-6 Mafia, I forgot what theirs is called, but 3-6 Mafia has this song too, and I had looked it up. I'm pretty sure I posted it in Discord. I could look it up towards the end of the live. That joint go hard too. That one go hard too. Says Her Law still keeps winning Rap Album of the Year over Heroes and Villains Meet Metro tweeted. Proof that award shows are just politics and not for me. I don't care about awards, honestly. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have said anything at all. The true, and I'm just saying in my opinion, allegedly, the true award and reward is knowing that the music I spend so much time on bring joy to people's everyday lives. That was, yeah, that's the professional answer, but yeah. It says, Robert says, I respect Kendrick for dissing on a Cash Money beat. I didn't know it was a Cash Money. Okay, so they got a song too. Oh, because it got the Hot Boys. That's Cash Money. Yeah. So yeah, I can see that. Oh, so hold on, wait. Did Manny Fresh make this beat first and then 3-6 Mafia sampled the joint? I gotta look up 3-6 Mafia joint. I gotta look it up. It's gonna bother me because 3-6 Mafia is like like that little twizzling. I gotta look that up. I can't. If y'all know it, look it up. Okay, so all right, got you. So pretty much, okay, Hot Boys, Cash Money. So Manny Fresh made the. Okay, wow, man. This is living proof that Manny Fresh don't get the credit he freaking deserves, man. Off mode, but on mode, but keep it 100. Like, literally, Manny Fresh should be mentioned. He is one of the greats, but he needs to be mentioned a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's case, like, his beats that we got, the songs we hear, they hits. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. The song don't exist without the right beat. Let me put it this way. If you got a dope producer and somebody can make great beats, you don't have to, in my opinion, you don't have to be able to rap good because the beat is all, you don't care what somebody's saying on it as long as they're riding it right. You know, pause, but as long as they're on beat, I don't care what the words is unless it's something like super disrespectful, you know? Let's see. Sneaker Dummy says, J. Cole apologized and then jumped on the next album. He is a winter soldier. J. Cole is trying to play the nice guy card a little too much for me, man. Like, and he picks and chooses when he wants to take the top spot. Let's see. Robert says, Manny Fresh made that beat. Okay, got you. I'm tracking, homie. I'm tracking. Wow. Amazing. The Slayer says, the only beef Rick Ross has is eating a salad. Hey, to be fair, he has lost weight, even though he's not still like the most, you know, I guess remember he was on it, like, on not looking so good with the doctors. That's all I'm going to put. I'm not going to say nothing negative. But I got to look up that 3-6 Mafia joint, which I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can just look it up because it's going to bother me. Like, let me see, because it's like, I know I had looked it up before. 3-6 Mafia. Hold on real quick. 3-6 Mafia. I think is it Late Night Tip is what they did. Is the name of the song. I don't want to play the joint, but it's like, it's another song though. It's another song. I can't think of it. Somebody had told me to look up this. I think I had put them on a 3-6 Mafia and they got that, like, I got to look up their song. 3-6 Mafia. Is it sipping on? Nah, I think it's sipping on some scissored or something like that. Don't quote me. I think it's sipping on some scissored. I think, but don't quote me. Don't quote me. I know it's one of those joints. Let's see. The Sneaker Dummy says Ross got the second best diss after Kendrick, and Robert says look up the E4O Hot Boys. I'm gonna look them up. I believe y'all. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Let's see. E40, and then we got Hot Boys. I know it. I remember the song a little bit. I just didn't know that was the original joint. So, yeah, it's Look at Me joint. So, Birdman, What's Happening? Yeah, I remember this joint. And I can't, only reason I won't play it, because I would love to play it right now, but the only reason I won't play it is because YouTube will cut this stream off in a heartbeat because they don't play about the musics. And I'm going to just play. That's why you don't see too many people using, like when you see people do reviews and stuff, a lot of people don't, if you don't got permission to use their music, you can't. Unless, they'll still play it, but your stream is pretty much done, you know? Robert Williams says, read that one. He says, look at me. Okay, yeah, we got it. Yeah, I see it up here. I remember that joint. Let me get back to the rest of the article real quick. So we saw this. It says, they prompt Drake seemingly to bring up the comments during a live stream shortly after calling out all the tweets and deletes and the rest of you, he said at the time, the non-believers, the unachievers, tweeter deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomach, fam, to have since unfollowed each other on social media. So they're all like, I don't know, this seems a little too good to be true and gimmicky. So we got Rick Ross. Apparently Rick Ross, he said it was for pretty much whenever some issues with him and French Montana. I'm not going to read through that whole thing because we're going to basically go through and break down Drake's lyrics bar for bar next. I want to break that down. I want to make sure I get plenty of time in for that. If we want to come back to this, I will. ASAP Rocky, which this one I'm assuming it is because I know ASAP Rocky, you know, Drake was talking to Rihanna and then now ASAP Rocky is maybe Drake feels some type of way. Some people think that. I can see that. The Weeknd, that one caught me off guard, but at the same time, I remember it was a long time where The Weeknd did pretty much, I think, Drake's second album. He killed it, and everybody thought he was going to sign an OVO, and pretty much he didn't. So a lot of this I kind of lived through, so I kind of know. Pusha T, we know how that one all kind of came out. 100% confirmed. I'm missing this part. It says likely, but then 100% confirmed. Likely with the ASAP Rocky. But when they're saying likely, I'm assuming it's kind of one of those like they haven't been very direct with it, you know. Let's see, did Prince outlive Mike Jack? So that was pretty much, yeah, Kendrick let it be known. I kind of missed those parts on that one, but glad I caught that. So Pusha T, yay, says very likely. Yeah, and Nav, that one kind of caught me off guard. This one is, I don't know how he catches a straight bullet, but I think he is signed to The Weeknd. If I'm not mistaken, he's signed under The Weeknd's label too. So, and I know he's worked. His one album, The Perfect Timing, he did with Metro Boomin, that was a tremendous album. I like that one. So, and then we have, okay, cool. I think that's just Meek Mill speaking. I don't think Meek Mill wants any parts of this whatsoever. Says, after the footage of Trav questioning like that and Drake shooting at the Travis Scott prompt, Travis should have been included also. There is the chance Cole catches a stray as Drake tries to separate himself from the pack. So, yeah. So I can see that. So let's break down breaking down all of Drake's shots at Kendrick in half the raps game. So this is Drake responds with a diss song aimed at Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, and more. Here's a full breakdown. Yeah, I still think it's the unofficial joint, but I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I got the song actually up here somewhere too. But I think this is going to be a good representation for it. But yeah, we'll still see. The song I think is called Pushups, and that's what I wanted to put up on the screen. But yeah, I think that's what it's called, Pushups. Robert says, "What a prince to a king? What's a prince to a king? You a son." That's definitely a Drake lyric. I know that. You got to give it to Drake, man. With these beefs, he knows how to make a hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drake is a hit maker, man. Just, I'm gonna leave it at that. And when you coming at the top, dog, you got to make sure, no pun intended, we're here, because I know that's what Kendrick was signed up under. You got to make sure you come ready. Pause. The sneaker dummy says Drake need Tory and South Park help save Canada. It says, it finally happened. After a week of silence, Drake has responded to Kendrick Lamar's Like That verse in both of Future and Metro Boomin's album with a diss song of its own. On Saturday morning, an unmixed version. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It would be much. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and mix it. Did you know what they should do? Wow, Ross has responded as well. I saw that. Because that was clear. Like I told y'all at the beginning of the stream, that was clearly not the mix and master version. They should go back in, tweak a few things, and upgrade it, take a few more shots of people, and then master that mother trucker. I guarantee you it's going to be a hit. Robert Williams says the original goes harder than Who Kid version. True. It says on Saturday, the unmixed version of the track mysteriously leaked online, causing many to question whether it is AI generated or not. Then a new version of the song surfaced a few hours later, featuring a different beat, updated lyrics, and much better mixing. leading most people to assume that the track is real and will be officially released any moment. The diss record is full of smoke for Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, and more. Over an anonymous beat that sounds like something from the OG Halloween track, Drake takes aim at half the rap game for 4 minutes straight, even making it a point to acknowledge that he's facing a whole army of foes. Which, what the F is this? A 25-1 N-word? Okay, so yeah, that's a 20v1. So I'm assuming he means 25-1. Okay, or 25-1. Yeah, so like, or maybe am I like reading that wrong? Y'all correct the kid. It says, in the initial leaked version of the track, Drake trashed the idea of being Big 3, rapping "It's me twice in my Big 3, I have to leave you out," before bringing up a rumor that Kendrick been sitting on the diss record for a very long time. You had a song for 4 years, drop that ish, shut your mouth. Neither of those lines ultimately made it to the ultimate updated version of the song, but still has a lot of jabs. Okay, so have I not heard the updated version? Okay, so 20 verses 1. Appreciate that, Robert Williams. Yeah. Oh, so that B is like 20 verses 1. Okay, so that B, man, they could have put the extra letter. But I get it. He probably rapped it that way. What the F is 20 B1? So I get it, 20 verses 1. But he should have said, if he said verses, he should have put on, they should have wrote it out there. But again, I only listened to the song like one time. Let's see. Neither lines openly made it to the updated version, but still has a lot of jazz for Drake. It says, as Mike Tyson once said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. But after Kendrick delivered the first blow, Drake has now responded with a whole song for full direct bars. Here's a line-by-line breakdown for every person Drake dissed on the track. That's what I want to know. So Kendrick Lamar, okay, not surprised because obviously he begged for it. First, Drake responds directly to Kendrick, threatens about snatching chains and burning tattoos on Like That by claiming, you won't ever take no chain off us. Then the pokes fun at Kendrick's short stature, asking, how the F you been stepping in a size 7 men's on? Sidebar, he did Drake find out Kendrick's shoe size? Did he estimate based on Kendrick's height? According to the research from the Complex Sneakers team, Kendrick's real shoe size is actually 8.5 or 9. Okay, I mean, but he wasn't far off. Pause. Just want to say that. Next, Drake. But that is a valid point. How did you know this man's shoe size? You know, that is a valid point. I will say that. Let's see. Next, Drake raps, extortion, baby. Whole career you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups, huh? And he says, he makes a point to repeat the drop and give me 50 lyric throughout the song, which pokes fun at the recent IG post of Kendrick doing push-ups while playing into rumors that Dot is stuck in an unfavorable record label deals by rapping, dropping, give me 50. Drake is alluding to the idea of TDE CEO Anthony Tiff taking 50% of Kendrick's publishing splits and extorting him throughout his career. I mean, Drake act like his deal is much. It's probably better now, but don't act like you ain't signed no bad deals in the beginning too. Because remember, like Drake he got to Young Money, Cash Money, but he was brought on through the other people from what's a dude from Texas? He always pays like homage to. I thought those guys brought him on first. I can't think of the Rap-A-Lot joint. I can't think of their names, but yeah, they brought him on. Robert Williams says, it's supposed to sound raw, not mixed, because he's taking it back to the mixtape era. Okay. I still would have liked a better mixed version, though, if I'm going to keep it 100. And you said Jay Prince. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Jay Prince, I thought had brought him on. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got to get a cut, too. You know? And then Birdman, I'm got to get a cut. Then the main label going to get their cut. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? And Pusha said it best, right? I think Pusha said it. You signed to like this dude and like 3 more dudes and 2 more other people. Like Pusha said that as well. Like I'm not making this up. Yeah, Pusha pointed that out too. Like Drake trying to come at Kendrick's deal, but it's like, bro, like you was signed to like 3, 4, 5 other people at one time, you know? Drake goes on to say that Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers bricked and the rap fans make it excuse for you because they hate to see it lit. Then he referenced Kendrick's contract again and blast Dot's collaborations with pop stars like Maroon 5 and Taylor Swift. Pull your contract because we got to see that split. Hey, the way you doing splits, BITCH, your pants might rip. You better do the MFing show inside the biddy / Maroon 5 needs a verse. You better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, and you better drop and give them 50. Sheesh, I felt like I was a rapper right there reading that. Like, I mean, at first I thought I was like, once you start getting in the flow, I'm like, yo, I feel like you can put me in it. I can rap this. But I don't know about Kendrick's deal, but Drake, your deal wasn't that great in the beginning either. So I don't know, but I can see why he's taking shots. And think about this, if we compare, and I hate to bring Meek in this and catch a stray bullet again, Meek, sorry, but it is what it is. When he did the Meek Mill, remember when he was like, stop comparing me to Drake and this, that, and the third, whatever, on a Twitter finger joint. Drake dropped Charged Up, but he was taking shots, but he was being nice about it. And then when Meek hit that Baby Lotion soft joint, and 3 days later, boom, back to back. We're like, whoo, he went off and made a hit. So I feel like there's definitely more fuel in the chamber, and if anybody can do it, it's Drake. Now I heard they've been saying the ghostwriters have been on point for him, maybe so. I mean, who's to say how this really stuff works behind the scenes? It says, for years, people have been trying to discredit Drake as a rapper by labeling him as a pop star. So he's clearly pointing out that Kendrick isn't immune from the same criticism. This is true. I can say that was a valid point. I didn't think that deep into it, but I can see why they would say that. Despite being known as a lyrical rapper, Kendrick has made multiple off-brand pop hits when the likes of Taylor Swift and Maroon 5 and possibly an encouragement on his label. Okay, so Drake's got a point right there, you know. You can't how you saying he better than me when he's done, you know, Drake ain't work with none of these guys, you know. Says a few bars later, Drake digs at Kendrick with some big 3 lyrics rapping pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big 3. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You could feel the beat when you rapping this joint. Here he's implying that the major artists like SZA, Travis Scott, and 21 have been more successful recently and should all be counted in the big 3 ahead of Kendrick. So I noticed, 21 Savage is somebody who's worked with Metro Boomin a lot as well. I'm surprised he like I said, pick a side. That's the best way Metro had put it out there. You know, then he claimed his stuff was hacked, but I'm like, it is kind of one of those, it's going to be kind of divided. But again, this could just be all staged for hip-hop, too. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. I don't want to think too deep into it. Robert Williams says, what has these people done for Drake, and what has Drake done for all of them? I will say this. Drake, I remember he mentioned he pretty much gave everybody they hit. You know, everybody he's worked with. I think he gave Future his first hit. And I remember when him and Future did that one joint, like the Scarface joint. Oh, what was it called? Tony Montana. That joint. I remember when they did that. I don't know how far that one went, but I still remember that joint and bumped that one from time to time. Says Drake comes after Kendrick's financial situation again on the next bar rapper and says, like your label, boy, you in the scope right now, and you gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. The first line is a double entendre about Kendrick's being in Drake's scope now that they're in changing shots, while also making fun of Dot's allegedly unfavorable situation with Interscope Records. Then Drake references Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records, an Interscope disputed label that Kendrick signed to his early career, while simultaneously boasting about the effects of his own disses on Dot's career. Okay, so yeah, because I know he was on the Aftermath, but I know so was he on both of them at the same time? Because that means 2 labels got to eat. You know, I'm assuming Aftermath will be the bigger of the 2 labels. Says 2 bars later, Drake delivers a sharp response to Kendrick's Prince outlived Mike Jack line by rapping big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What's a prince to a king? He's still a son, N-word. Hey, that's one hell of a bar. Pointing out that Prince is literally the son of a king might feel obvious, but Prince Jackson is also known as Michael Jackson's literal son. Oh, wow. I didn't even catch that. Wow. That is a great double entendre, right? I didn't even think that double entendre. I was thinking something completely different, which gives the bar an extra significance. Drake also claims that he gets more love in the city than you from N-word, arguing that he receives more respect in LA than Kendrick does. Drake, like, I'm glad we're breaking this down because to keep it 100, this joint is literally a great. This is lyrics all the way and wordplay. This is what I was describing before I started. Robert says, TDE Aftermath Interscope. Okay, got you. Yeah. So it's all kind of intertwined, so to speak. Like they're up under Aftermath, and then Aftermath is up on so Interscope's got to be a joint. Then it's Aftermath, then TDE is kind of with Aftermath. So I get it. That's still a lot of people that's got to eat off your plate before you get your cut. You know, they're gonna get their cut too. You know, but we don't know how bad the deal is structured. You know, checks. Over Stripe says, yo, Ghost, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out too, man. This has definitely been a good one. And I'm glad you guys put me on to this one during the live Saturday. We're going to be on this joint for like another 15 minutes and I'm going to wrap things up for tonight. May have to revisit this one because I feel like it's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Because this is definitely going to be one of those. We're going to see more come to it. Like I said, I've heard rumors there is a Kendrick diss in the works, so we'll see what he's got coming back. But you can't tread lightly on this one because Drake got you on the bars are there. I'll say that. The bars are there. The wordplay is there. The beats there. They're doing a great job. Robert says, that's why he left and started playing PG on Sony. Okay. Got you. I didn't know that because I know he did leave. I know he did his last album with them, and that's why he left. Says, later in the song, Drake responds to Kendrick like that line about him and Cole bringing 3 switches by rapping hugs and kisses. Man, don't tell me about no switches. I be rocking every effing chain I own next visit before referencing Whitney Houston's The Bodyguard. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Oh, okay. In a line that doubles a name drop of Kendrick's wife, Whitney. Oh, wow. He took a low bold shot at like another wordplay on Whitney Houston's The Bodyguard, but then also Kendrick's wife name is Whitney. I did hear this because I was watching some interviews and stuff earlier throughout the day. Like, I don't even think I was at work, but I was on this too. Like, I was all over the place. Robert says PG Lay on Sony. Okay, PG Lang on Sony. Hopefully, Sony. Hopefully, I'm reading that correctly. Robert Williams says, hi, Whitney. Oh, wow. True. RIP to Whitney Houston, man. Just want to throw that out there real quick. Definitely gone too soon, and I don't want to get on that because that's a whole nother live. He says, did Drake not learn anything from his Pusha T beef and the Virginia Williams line? Oh, yeah, because he did take a shot at Pusha T's wife. That's why Pusha T, I never forget, when his wife was like, what I got to do with this? And then it's like, trust me, wait till I drop. And he dropped that story of Adidon, and yeah, it was crazy. Robert says that his new diss they saying is AI. Yeah, true. They've been saying that about that AI stuff. Gotta go, man. It's kind of getting in the way. Like, it's kind of annoying, man. No disrespect, but it's like, bro, I want to come from the real people. Let's see. Then he called Kendrick a midget and falls back on his "I'm richer than you" tactics by bragging numbers wise. I'm out here, you not effing creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not effing sneaking up. Yeah, we want to. That's good, but I want to hear a little bit more toughness out of that one, man. Drake finishes his jab at Kendrick by calling like that weak as F and clarifying that the song didn't start the beef with us. pointing out that this has been brewing in the pot. Now I'm heating up. Clearly, the animosity between Dot and Drake has been bubbling for years. Now we got Mr. Fuchs up on the deck right here. So this one shouldn't take too long because, like I said, it was mostly aimed at Kendrick. So I think we're moving right along at a nice, healthy pace. Robert says, High Whitney is a leak that they saying is AI. Oh, okay. Got you. They're saying that was a AI joint. Okay, I did not know that. Drake opens the whole song by rapping, I can never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put you in your hand. I had to put it in your hand, which seemingly is a response to Future's line on We Don't Trust You, where he rapped, you an N-word number one fan, dog, sneak dissing. I don't understand, dog, pillow talking, acting like a fed dog. The second half of the bar is friendly reminder that Future never had a number one song until Drake helped top the Hot 100 chart for the first time in 2021 with Way Too Sexy. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay, so that was their first number one. I wasn't crazy about the Way Too Sexy joint, and I know it was sampled, but I wasn't feeling it. So Metro Boomin, this is what Drake pretty much had for him. Says Metro Boomin has been the center of this feud the entire time, but he's not a rapper, so he can't air out his grievances with rhymes like Future, Drake, and Kendrick. Still hilarious that despite how much Metro has fanned the flames of this war, Drake only gives him one line. It's very effective and quotable, though, so it will likely remain the main line the fans chant in the song is ever played outside. Metro Boomin, shut your whole ASS up and make some more drums, N-word. Wow. True. I mean, yeah. Like I said, that's all he really needed to do. The Weeknd and XO management. After The Weeknd fired at Drake on All to Myself, the boy came right back at him rapping, I'm a six god, I'm the front runner. Y'all N-words manager with Chubb's Lil Blunt runner. Claim the six and you boys ain't even from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Drake is implying that The Weeknd's manager, presumably Wisdom Sal Salaby, was at one point his best friend Chubb's blunt runner. Then Drake calls out The Weeknd by name and says the XO co-founder Cash Stallion waste all of his money, cash blowing leb bread on here tricking. Shot, man, this stuff is, yeah, he's really going in on this one. Shot, we do for you BITCHs. I'm trying to also be careful for YouTube. He be doing for you N-words. Before playing with the chorus, Future wicked jets, whips, chains, and ish wicked / spinning it like trying to F it. Boy, you tripping. Wow. Drake came very lyrical with this one. And he came with a nice hook too. So I mean, I could have used a little bit more wordplay, but I mean, he wasn't playing too because he had but if you think about it, he kind of had to get technical, which forced him to get more lyrical because look at all the people he's got to go at on the song, you know? He's not think about them. They could keep it simple and catchy and flowy because, hey, we're just rapping about one person here, guys, you know? 2 or 3 bars and make the rest of it cool. Drake's got to hit everybody in the head back. Robert says, I like Drake really rapping. Yeah, honestly, I like a mixture of all the Drakes that we get. Like, I like when he can, could rap and sing on the hook and it was actually really singing. I like when he gets on a song and just kind of sings it out. Like, I like when he did a song with Beyonce joint where he was singing a little hook or he did some of that. That joint go hard. Like, Drake got a lot of great stuff like under the radar that we kind of be looking over too if we're going to keep it 100. But let me hit the rest of this real quick. Says, to emphasize their poor financial decisions, all of Drake references to The Weeknd's behind-the-scenes XO management team is a major clue that messy Toronto drama and personal issues might be lurking behind this whole beef. Rick Ross, which I don't think he should have been in there. John Morant was one of the ones that really caught me off guard too. I'm going to touch on that one, but we're going to touch on Ricky Rose right now, see what that was going on about. And I know Ross did respond But we're just going to focus on the breakdown tonight. We'll probably do a part 2 of this live. Says Drake sound as surprised as the rest of us that Rick Ross involved himself into the rapping. Says, I might take your last girl, cuff her like Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in. This N-word turning 50. After a song that made in the chart, he got a fan Drizzy. Worry about whatever going on with you, and the bar about taking the last girl seemingly confirms that Drake did invite Ross' ex Christina Mackey to his recent concert. Okay. Wow. Okay. So maybe that's what it is. I hope all this isn't over. Like these guys basically, no disrespect to the ladies, but passing around okay, once you done talking, come talk to me because you was all, basically passing the chicks around. I mean, doesn't sound good. And I saw that Rick Ross' baby mama had intertwined in it too. Like I think she was just begging for attention. It says the fact that Drake took credit for Rick Ross' biggest song while using his own ad lib against him makes this one of the best shots on the whole track. In fact, it is so potent that Ross already responded with a track of his own where he calls Drake a white boy and claims that he had cosmetic surgery on his nose. The immediate return fire from Ross was surprising, but not as surprising as Drake also taking a shot at Ja Morant. Question mark? Yeah, I'm very curious what that's about. But yeah, I would say Rick Ross intertwined in the beef. He picked a side, so he went on and everybody getting smoked. So it says Drake raps, shout out to the Hooper that be busting out the gritty. I know what you mad at, N-word, I ain't even tripping. All the little heartbroken Twitter-ish for snitches. I'm not putting the B word out there, confused. Let's break it down. The gritty is Ja Morant's celebration dance, which I didn't know that. While Drake doesn't spell out why the NBA player would be mad, it could have something to do with rumors that Ja Morant was dating his ex at one point. Wow. I mean, bro, if she your ex, can you really get mad? But if y'all supposed to be homies, right? And I'm going to tell a little side story of when one of the places where I used to work at a long time ago, me and a couple guys, we became homies or whatever, which I thought was my homies. We ain't got no beef, but one particular dude, say this, right? And we were much younger back then, man. So, on a weekend, as young men, we would go try to pull some females or whatever, and one female you would probably keep around a little too long, but everybody knew y'all wasn't going to make it, but you always seemed like you was really happy about the relationship. But it was always this one guy that the minute that, and this is why I don't bring, whenever I'm talking to somebody, the last thing I'm going to do is bring around my homies or anything like that. No disrespect, but it's always one where, which I don't even got no homies like that. Y'all know I just be rocking with Dunks and y'all, man. But I say all to say, it's always one person that's ready to catch the tears of whenever you and that person go through the little breakup. And it was always this guy. He did it several different times, bro. And I'm like, bro, I can see why Drake would be, and I say all this, I see why Drake could feel some type of yo, when I break up with her, you done too, But, at the same time, are these guys really friends? Robert says, worry about what you got going on with Diddy was the end of the bar Drake spits. Okay, got you. Okay, makes sense. Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. Travis Scott says maybe. So maybe he's got some shots for Travis. Says early in the song, Drake seems to give Travis Scott props for rapping. Travis got Kendrick wiped down, but fans think that Houston rapper might have still been hit with a stray later in the track when Drake raps, Rolling Loud stage, y'all were turned. That was slick as hell. This seemed to be a reference to the Future and Metro Boomin recent Rolling Loud performance where they played a snippet of Like That. The footage from the concert showed Travis hyping up Future and Metro to play the song, and it's still unclear if he had. This is a reach right here, but I see where they're getting it from, but this is a reach for me. Yeah, this is definitely a reach. He says, it's still unclear if he had heard the final version of the song that included a diss from Kendrick, but some people are speculating that Drake is talking about Trav in the very next line when he says, shit'll probably change if your BM starts to kiss and tell. This line is aimly at a little vague though and could be interrupted as a shot at Travis or Future. Time will tell. So yeah. And then Drake also mentions J. Cole, which we had to see. He had to do that one. You know what I'm saying? He just had to do that one. Drake definitely smashed Travis baby mom. Travis baby mom. Maybe so, man. Maybe so. Drake name drops J. Cole in the second half of the song when he raps, "I don't care what Cole think. That dot ish was weak as F. Champagne tripping. He is not effing easing up. N-word called up Top to see if Top wanna pace it up. Top wanna pace it up. Top wanna pace it up. Nah, PSSSY. Now you on your own when you speak up." Drake bar about how he don't care what Cole think. The dot ish was weak as F in reference to Cole's speech in Dreamville Fest, where he apologized to Kendrick and described like that as a bazooka. And okay, yes, because J. Cole had took shots at Kendrick, then he apologized. And then speculating that the rest of the bars that Drake is revealing that Cole could call Top Dog in the effort to smash their entire beef. And then he takes shots at everyone else. So let's see who else kind of takes it. So it says Drake does close the song by spraying everybody first. He says closes the song by spraying everybody first. He acknowledges that Metro and Future done rolled deep in before boasting in that it's not effing deep enough. Then he names drop Kai Cenat, which, wow, that was definitely one I wasn't expecting. Begging Kai Cenat when you not effing beat us, as a way to reveal that some of his foes tried reaching out to the streamer in the attempt to bring more attention to Drake disses. Finally, Drake ends the track with the anonymous hint that this whole song is just a warning shot. Kind of reminded me like an Eminem kind of like type of thing. This ain't even everything I know. Don't want to take the demon up. Drop and give me 50. All you F N-words teaming up. 4 minutes into a runtime, here's a short bar, which at the end of the song, which feels like Drake way of teasing that he has a whole track ready for another. Someone responds next. So was it enough? I think so. To get his point across, I think this, and we're gonna end it up on this last little part. I think this was enough to let him know, like, hey, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I'm ready. You guys, but and it be fair, I seen it floating around. I'm not gonna touch on the rest of the topics. We'll probably touch on it again. Clearly, this is an unfair advantage. He's getting what? Quadruple team? Pause. You know, will Nav make a, he's made a statement. Can he make a song? He got great work. And that's nothing. I like Nav's music, but he's not lyrical. He's a great wordplay with fresh beats. He's a good producer as well. But I think, he's good enough to rap. That's why I give Nav I ain't gonna put him over Metro, because Metro don't rap. But Metro, it's about maybe time you may have to get on the track, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to speak up. These beats can only do so much talking for you. But then again, Metro probably could be gotten something so crazy that, trust me, I think if you're a producer and we know you like that, so I take that back. Metro may need to just stay in his lane. And I'm going to read the last little part. It says, while it was a nuclear, like Joe Budden described, Drake still manages to take a solid shot at nearly every rapper who has said something slick about him in the last 2 weeks. It's impressive that Drake was able to address all of these foes while still making the song feel fluid, especially when going up against a long list of elite artists like Kendrick Lamar, Future, Rick Ross, and The Weeknd. Says, I can't lie though, Kendrick Lamar feels bulletproof. J. Cole already apologized, and all that Drake could use against Kendrick was that he's short. Yeah, but he also brought up his wife too. Miss Morale and the Bigger Stepper was mid, and he has questionable business practices. None of these jabs feel damaging to Kendrick's place in the rap hierarchy, and a bar like this might not be enough when you're going against a guy who won a poetizer but still does prison workouts in his front yard. Okay. I mean, yeah, still, it says name dropping Kendrick wife was questionable move. Yeah, I said that. That will likely excite some type of response from Dot, but it sounds like Drake is ready for whatever smoke might be coming his way. If this is just a warning shot, like he alluded to, things might get a lot more serious from both sides in the next round. Drake has answered this opening shot, and it's now anyone's game. So what they're basically saying and what I'm getting from this, and I'm going to put myself back on the main page right here, main thing before we close out tonight. Basically, it's anybody's. I've seen some people say, okay, Drake's up one off of that one. Now we know Kendrick was up one. So basically that means if we're going to say it's a 50-50 split, it's a draw. So we got to do a 2-round joint. So it's pretty much Kendrick's turn, which I feel like he's going to come out swinging. But I want to hear him actually make some melody. Like, I don't want to just hear straight bar. I want to hear hit. Make a hit. You know, I know these are hits, but I want to hear like that. Like, make it a summertime where even when it's all said and done and it's over, you still want to get it on and play it. Like, the thing with these, like, they're going to be one of those, it's for the moment type of songs. I want it, like, that back-to-back joint Drake drop, you can still put it on right now. And that's where I'm going to leave that with this. But we'll see where this go. I'm going to agree that this is kind of a 50-50 split. The main beef here has got to be between Drake and K-Dot. So what can either one of them really say? Because, I mean, the thing is, to win at these type of disses and battles, you got to have some below dirt, you know, and don't seem like Drake got it. And to be fair, it don't seem like Kendrick got it either. But then again, we haven't heard everything. Let's see. Robert Williams says, Drake, check mark, all boxes for me, still waiting for Kendrick, though. Yeah, Kendrick, y'all give him some time. I will say this, to be fair, Kendrick, you got until, if you don't do it Friday at midnight, you got till after Saturday, right? How Drake dropped, his stuff got leaked on Saturday, you got till Saturday. The new thing, with this being such a technical battle that it should be with the wordplay and lyricism, and both of them can have the ability to make hits, you got to give them a week to get the creative juices flowing, you know? So you're not going to get this in 24 hours, you know? So that's just where I'm at with it, but we'll see how it goes. I could be wrong, but again, we've heard it leaked since Saturday. We're on Monday, so Kendrick, I hate to say it. A lot of people were saying this, and I agree with them. You're on the clock. You're officially on the clock. And I'm going to leave it at that right there and close things out for the night. Been on this joint for like an hour and 33 minutes. Appreciate y'all for being so active in the chat, man. Really means a lot. Definitely helps these lives go through a lot more quickly and smoothly, being able to just interact with you guys, because, man, when you're up here by yourself sometimes talking to the camera, it could be, even just shooting content is like that sometimes, man. But I got to keep in mind that I'm talking to somebody. So that really means a lot. Sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. I'm not done with this topic, but I am going to definitely revisit. We'll probably have more update to the story come by. Should be, if everything's on track and we're keeping it in a time where everybody got to respond. K-Dot technically has until, he's got to respond. He has until the weekend, and we should be able to talk about it again on next Music Monday with some updates. But other than that, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. This is Music Monday. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Y'all smash that like button and sub up. Salutes to Dunks. Hopefully he's on the sold out on Wednesdays, which when I will be back. Dunks should be back in the game plan from there. And we'll be talking more sneaker content. But right now, this is Music Monday. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. And what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trying hauls. This is Music Monday. Smash the like button, sub up. And definitely we'll be back live again on Wednesday. And man, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through